Hey, and welcome to video number 5. We're going to be talking about how you can rebrand your sales letter quickly and easily with a 3-step process that I'm going to teach you. So step number 1 is to write with your own style and just let your creative mind flow. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the next few slides. And step number 2 is don't worry about grammatical mistakes. I'm going to show you how you can find editors and proofreaders on Fiverr.com so that they can help you. So just write with your style and don't worry about grammatical mistakes. And step number 3, I'm going to actually show you how to use Composer, which is a WYSIWYG HTML editor tool. Basically, in short, it allows you to edit your HTML sales letters and very, very easily. So let me move on to step number 1 and talk about your style. What is your style? Basically, how do your customers know you as, or how do you write? That's the question that you should be asking yourself. The point here is that when you receive a sales letter or any type of written materials or anything like that, and let's say, for example, that you have an existing customer base, then when you write your sales letter, people will come to know you the way you write. And if they notice that the way you write is very, very different, then they will notice that. But the point here is to write with your style. Write the way you are comfortable with. You want to use benefits and keywords and things like that, but write the way that you write. Don't worry about, the way you should write. And what I'm trying to get here at is that don't worry about grammatical mistakes. Allow your creative mind to flow. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, I don't have any creativeness in my mind or anything like that. But you do. Many of you do. You might be left brain, right brain, and whatever. But the key here is just let your creative mind flow and rewrite that sales letter. I'm going to show you, I'm going to teach you how to do exactly that. Now, before you actually rewrite your sales letter, you want to look at some basic sales copywriting 101. And if you're really good at rewriting sales copy, then you probably could skip this step. However, I do want to provide as many resources as possible to make your life easy in terms of rewriting that sales letter. Now, one of the downsides of getting a private label rights product is not all the sales letters are created equal, and not all the sales letters are created well. So you want to make sure that it follows, the 12 steps with David Frey. And if not, then I would advise you to tweak that sales letter so that you can get higher conversions. Now, obviously, I don't want you to focus way too much time on this and, just sit there and not really launch the product. I want you to focus maybe about half an hour on this, and that's it, and then move on. So the 12-step process here, 12-step foolproof sales letter is great because it shows you, what you need to do. So 12 steps are to get attention, identify the problem, provide the solution, present your credentials if you have any. If you don't have any, that's fine. Show the benefits, give social proof, make your offer, inject scarcity, and so forth. Now, I know I got a limited amount of time with this right now, but I do want to give you the resources that you can use. So go on his blog, look over. He actually gives you some really good tips like headline templates, how to blank, or secrets of cat training revealed. Warning, don't even think about training your cat until you read this ebook this and that. Identify the problem, provide the solution, present your credentials, and so forth and so forth. So I wanted to provide you with that first before we actually begin to show you, how to go about rewriting the sales letter. So let me go over here and we'll begin to rewrite the sales letter. Let's see here. Now, some of you will receive the sales letter in HTML format, and then some of you will receive the sales letter in Word format, PDF format, whatever format it is. What I normally try to do, if it is in a web-based format like this, the first thing I want to do is, of course, rewrite it. Or if I can rewrite it, if it's really good already, I might tweak just parts of it. So what I want to do now is simply, if you look at the sales letter here, or the one that you have in front of you, whatever that is, the first thing you want to look at is headline. Does it have a subheadline? The introduction, stuff like that. So what I would normally do is, instead of editing the HTML directly, which you'll be able to do in step number 3, and however in step number 1, my goal is simply just to get this in Notepad. So what I'll normally do is I'll open up Notepad or WordPad, doesn't matter. Just open up some sort of Word document type thing. So I got Notepad open up here, and with private label rights, as long as they follow 12 steps, if they don't, then I'll tweak it. And the first thing I'll try to do is I'll try to rewrite the headline. So the headline right now is quickly tap into the lucrative cat niche without spending a fortune or hours of your valuable time creating the content yourself. Now, obviously, in this case, the report is cat niche, but it is selling to people who want to resell the report kind of thing. So it's focused towards online publishers and online business resellers. So in that case, you could go to David Fry's system and just use some of his templates, like, okay, warning or secrets of, warning, secrets of, people will always want to know secrets. I found that. I can definitely tell you that. Shortcuts, secrets, tricks, resources, stuff like that. So if I were wanting to rewrite this, I could say something like secrets of lucrative or profitable cat niche revealed. And I could also combine that with the warning. Warning, don't even think about or think of going into the cat training niche until you read this. Something like that. And then most of the time you want a subheadline which supports the headline, and you could say expert cat trainer reveals all. Something like that. Something to support the headline. And then if we look at here, we have this here. What I'll normally do is copy this over. Because when you send the stuff to the proofreader and the editor and the person who's editing your grammar, then they're probably not going to look at this and fix this. So you're going to need it in some sort of notepad or Word document type thing. So it says, Dear Online Publisher, now you have a 12 completely customizable newsletter, blah, blah, blah. So, and the way I would normally rewrite this, which you can do anything you want, is I would start with the fact. I would say something like, fact, cat training is in evergreen and profitable niche according to some sort of statistic. And then I would just follow David Frey's system of 12 steps. Number one, get their attention, identify the problem. Are you, say something like, are you sick and tired of fat here? And so you got their attention, present a problem, and then solution. The solution would be your product, and then so forth and so forth. So this is basic sales copywriting 101. I don't want to go way too much into it because this could be a whole new different course, but you want to use that. You want to definitely follow his thing. You can also go on Google and type in copywriting keywords and just find like words and phrases, like 58 online copywriting power words. Power words is the keyword to finding like free gift, limited time, and just sprinkle a bunch of that stuff throughout your whole sales letter. So what I would normally do is I would rewrite the sales letter. I wouldn't totally rewrite it, but I would rewrite at least the headline, the subheadline, part of the introduction, and a little bit of the middle, and at the ending as well. So I would go through and use a 12-step system and use some power words and phrases and make sure that you express the benefits and the what's in it for the viewer type questions. Once you're done with that, I would basically save this as a Word document. So I'd create a brand new Word document, plop this in here, and then I would go to Fiverr. And then